All right. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Judge Kassan. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. This is the 145 docket for the City of Olmos Park Municipal Court. I'm going to call the docket, and if you're present, please let me know that you're here by taking yourself off of mute or by waving to me if you are on video. Okay. Just so everyone is aware, we are currently live streaming on YouTube, and that's in order to comply with the open court's provision of the Constitution. There is no other outside recording allowed, so we ask that you please comply with that request. I'm going to start calling the docket now. Elijah Aleman. Elijah Aleman. Tamika Allen. Tamika Allen. Sarah Alonso. Sarah Alonso. Sandra Valderas Sauceda. Sandra Valderas Sauceda. Is that you, ma'am, in the red? Okay. James Bruner. Thank you, sir. Trey Bush. Trey Bush. Chloe Cannell or Cannell. Chloe Cannell. Siobhan Cervantes. Siobhan Cervantes. Analia Chavez. Analia Chavez. Flor Cosio. Flor Cosio. Lee Crawford. Lee Crawford. Marquita Davis. Marquita Davis. Brittany Drum. Brittany Drum. Penelosa Ibrain. Penelosa Ibrain. Kyle Ernst. Kyle Ernst. Daniel Escalera. Daniel Escalera. Ginger Ferguson. Ginger Ferguson. Mary Fisk. Mary Fisk. John B. Flanagan. John B. Flanagan. Patrick Flores. Patrick Flores. Daniel Galarza. Daniel Galarza. Rebecca G. Garcia. Thank you, ma'am. Kevin Grady Benavides. Kevin Grady Benavides. Nathan Hartman. Nathan Hartman. Jose Huitron. Jose Huitron. Marianne Jones. Marianne Jones. Carl Kleeman. Carl Kleeman. Christian Lopez. Christian Lopez. Daniel Marin. Daniel Marin. Joshua Martinez. Joshua Martinez. Patsy Palomares. Patsy Palomares. Daniel Perez. Thank you, sir. Maria Quintanilla Arriaga. Maria Quintanilla Arriaga. Didier Rodriguez. Didier Rodriguez. Edna Solis. Edna Solis. Abel Zuniga. Abel Zuniga. Felicity Peralta. Thank you, ma'am. And Dennis Hernandez. I see you there, sir. I see your screen name. Valerie, there's someone, Galaxy Note 10. I don't think we have audio for that person.
Okay, let me try.
Okay, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience during the docket call. It's quite a lengthy docket. Let's see here. All right, just before we get started, just a few initial instructions. When I call your name, I will be going in alphabetical order. There are a couple of people that were add-ons from earlier dockets. You'll be taken up at the end. But when I call your name, I'm going to ask you how you plead on your case or cases. You have three options: guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead guilty, you're admitting guilt and you're asking the court to assess the punishment in the case. If you plead no contest, you're not admitting guilt. However, you're choosing not to contest the charges and you just want to resolve the matter. Okay, that's a plea of no contest. You also have the option of pleading not guilty. That means you are contesting the charges against you and you'd like to set your case for trial. That's a plea of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to a jury trial. That means the case would be heard and decided by 6 citizens of Olmos Park. You have an option to waive that jury trial and instead have a bench trial or a non-jury trial. That means the case would be heard by me or another judge in Olmos Park. Neither of those trials will take place today. We will schedule them for a later date and time. However, if there are some facts or circumstances that you think are in question that you would like to discuss with the prosecutor, he is on the call today. His name is Mr. Dixon. He is available to speak with you in a breakout room to discuss any facts that you think are in question. And at that point, if you are able to resolve your case, that's great. If you are not, we will schedule you for a pre-trial hearing and then later a trial setting. Okay. If you would like to resolve your case today, there are some options available to you. If you are here for traffic violations, moving violations, you would probably want to try to keep those off your record if at all possible. The first option that is available to you is the driving safety course. If you have not taken that in the last 12 months for a ticket dismissal, you may be eligible. However, you must have a valid Texas driver's license and insurance in your name. There are court fees associated with the driving safety course that must be paid first, and then you will have 90 days to complete the course. Upon successful completion, the case is closed out and does not appear as a conviction on your driving record. If you are under 25 years of age, you must take the driving safety course. Okay. If you are not eligible for that option, you may be eligible for the deferred disposition option. That is sometimes informally called probation. It's an unsupervised probationary period anywhere from 1 day to 180 days, depending on the violation charged. There is a fee associated with the deferred disposition that will also vary from case to case, depending on the violation charged. You may be required to complete some additional requirements during the deferral period. That means you might have to take a course or complete community service hours, maybe maintain insurance, obtain a driver's license, etc. It will just vary from case to case depending on the charges against you. However, if you successfully comply with the terms of the deferral, the case is closed out and dismissed and does not appear as a conviction on your driving record. If you are under 25 years of age and you choose the deferral option, as a condition of the deferral, you would be required to also take the driving safety course. Now, if you are a commercial driver's license holder, a CDL holder, you are not eligible for either the driving safety course or the deferred disposition option. Okay. If you would like to request community service hours in lieu of paying a fine, or if you would like a payment plan or an extension of some sort, I'll be happy to address those issues with you individually here in a few minutes. If you have multiple violations, I will likely send you to visit with the prosecutor in hopes that you can reach a plea bargain with him. If I do send you to visit with the prosecutor, you will be sent into a breakout room to talk to him one-on-one. And you'll see a notice pop up on your screen to go into that breakout room with him. All right, we're going to try to get through the docket as quickly and as efficiently as possible, but we do ask for your patience as we go through the cases one by one. Okay, thanks again for your patience, and we'll get started. First up, I have Sandra Balderas Sauceda. If you could take yourself off of mute, ma'am. Hi there.
Sí. Hi, hola.
Hola, ¿habla español?
Sí.
Okay. Okay. Si me espera un momento, por favor.
Sí.
Okay, un momento. Mr. Bruner? Hi there, sir. If you could take yourself off of mute for a second.
Yes,
All right.
hello.
How are you today?
Good.
Good. You are charged here with failure to stop for a school bus or remain stopped. How do you plead on that case?
No contest.
Okay. How did you want to resolve that today?
I would like an option for deferred disposition if that's available.
Yes, sir, that is available. The fine for that, it's one of those that are a little bit more expensive under the transportation code. So you're looking at a fine of $679 for that violation.
Okay.
We can place you on a payment plan if you would like that option.
I'll just push through and pay it, please.
Okay, you would be on the deferral for 180 days, so it's a 6-month deferral, and that begins on the date you pay that fine, okay?
Yes.
Are you able to make that payment today, or do you want to, I can give you a week's time to make that?
If okay with you, I can come by and pay it at your
Okay,
there at City Hall.
sure, very good. Do you want to do that tomorrow? Would that work for you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we'll schedule you for tomorrow. Stop by and see the court clerks, and they'll process the paperwork for you at that time, get everything ready,
Yes,
and then it'll
yes,
detail
Your
the dates of the deferral, okay?
Okay.
All
Do I
right,
need to stay or may I leave?
you're free to go, sir.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right, make sure you stop by the court tomorrow. Have a good afternoon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Bye-bye. Okay. All right, señora Valderas.
Sí,
Ok. ¿Tiene un ticket por no pararse en un alto?
sí.
¿Es culpable o no culpable?
La verdad es que no sé si lo hice bien o porque siempre los hago bien, no estoy segura.
Ok.
Ujú.
Bueno. Mara, are you available?
Yes, ma'am.
Ok. Va a hablar con el fiscal, ¿ok?
Ok.
Ok. Y alguien le va a asistir para hacer traslado lo que le va a explicar el fiscal, ¿ok?
Ok.
Ok, sí, va a pasar con él a hablar con el señor Dixon, ¿ok? Ok, espera un momento, va a ir con él, ¿ok? Valerie, can you send them into a breakout room with Myra,
Sure.
please?
He plead not guilty, Judge, or what?
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Next up, I have Rebecca Garcia. Hi, Ms. Garcia, if you could take yourself off of mute for me. Still on mute, ma'am.
There it is. I'm sorry.
There we go. No, that's okay. All right, let's see here. You also have a violation for ran stop sign. How do you plead on that case?
I'd have to say no contest.
Okay. All right. How did you want to take care of that one?
Well, I'm already taking defensive driving for another ticket that I have. So I guess would be the probation.
Okay. So the probationary fee for that would be $255. All right.
Okay.
It would be a 4-month deferral period. Okay. So
Okay.
120 days. And the $255, if you cannot pay that in full, I can break that into payments for you.
I would like to do that. The payments.
Okay. Can you pay an additional $40 as the initial payment by next Friday, the 19th?
That's fine.
Okay. All right. So then it'll be $40 due by next Friday, the 19th. Then you'll have a balance of $215. Okay.
Okay.
You'll have the 4 months to pay that out in monthly payments.
Okay.
No moving violations during those 4 months. And after that, if you're paid up, and it will close it out. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right. You can either go by the court by next Friday to make that payment in person, or you can mail that in. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Have a great day. You're free to go.
Okay.
Thank you. Hey, Daniel Perez. Okay, sir. How are you today? You're on mute, sir.
Yeah, there you go. No, it's there's something that says the host it has open breakout rooms, so I couldn't hit my mute button on top. Sorry about that.
Are you
How you
good?
doing, Your Honor? I'm doing great.
Okay, good. All right, so you have a charge here, speeding 39 in a 30. How do you plead on that case?
Well, ma'am, I first wanted to ask you something because I know people are pleading no contest and people are pleading not guilty. But can I show you some pictures real quick before I say anything, or can I do that, or do I have to say
Actually, the person that you want to show those pictures to right now is Mr. Dixon, the prosecutor.
Okay, well,
All
right
right.
here.
Well, just a minute. I'm going to have you
I'm
try to
sorry.
show those to him in a few minutes in a breakout room, okay?
Okay, because like if I do no contest, like I don't want to have to pay anything because of what I have the evidence out here. If I put no not guilty, then I have to go to trial. And like I'm on my spring break right now. I'm a teacher, so like I really just want to get over with this. But so I just really I'm in the middle of what to plead for, like.
Okay, well, let's start with not guilty for the moment, but if you
Okay.
want to change your plea to no contest, we can talk about that also, okay? But
Okay, thank you very much for that. Appreciate
sure.
that.
So I am going to send you into a breakout room with the prosecutor here in a few minutes, but give me a second. I'm going to resolve another case and then he'll meet with you separately, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, just hang on the line. Thank you. Mr. Dixon?
On Sandra Salceda, I have a plea agreement.
Okay,
No contest plea, 30 days deferred, $155 fine due by 1 week from tomorrow.
okay, thank you. Will you
Yes.
go speak with Mr. Bettis, please?
Yes, I will. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, Señora Valderas Salceda? Okay. Okay, estás, oh, nope, she went too.
She went to, yes. Oh, just.
Okay. Señora Valderas, ¿está en mudo? ¿Se lo puede quitar de mudo?
There
Ok. Así que tuvo oportunidad que hablar con el fiscal, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Ok. Y la multa va a ser 155, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Y lo puede pagar para la semana que entra, el día 19.
Sí. O antes.
Ok, o antes. Y luego va a ser 30 días que no le den otros tickets, ¿ok?
Ok.
Ok. ¿Alguna pregunta?
¿Puedo pagar en la oficina? Ahí en Olmos.
Sí,
Ah,
ahí.
ok.
Ok.
Está bien.
¿Alguna
Muchas
otra
gracias.
pregunta?
Es todo. Gracias.
Gracias,
Buen
que
día.
pase buen día. Adiós.
Gracias. ¿Dónde está mi dinero?
All right. I have Miss Peralta.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you today?
I'm doing well.
How are you doing? Good, good, good. You have a charge here for speeding, 54 and a 30. How do you plead on that case?
No contest.
Okay. And how did you want to take care of that?
I wanted to ask if I can keep it off my record.
Okay.
Community service hours, like probation, I could do payment plan. I do know that over the speed limit. I was rushing that day, but I really want to keep it off my record. And
all right. So there are some options available to you. Are you over 25?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the first option is you do qualify barely, but you do qualify for the driving safety course. So that would be $144 that you must pay as court fees. And then the cost of the class wherever you choose to take it. Okay. And you can take that online. So that's option one. Option two would be the deferral. It would be $277, 180 days probation. So it would be no moving violations during those 6 months. And then the case would be closed out.
Okay.
Okay, so those are two options. The driving safety course, the fees of $144 must be paid in full in one amount. The other amount for the deferral or the probation can be split up into payments. If we do go the community service route, it would be a conviction and it would go on your record. Okay.
Okay. Would I be able to do the deferral and be able to do the payment plans?
Sure. $277, as I said. The minimum initial payment is $40. Could you do that within the next week?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so $40 by next Friday, the 19th. And then beginning that date, we would place you on the deferral for 180 days. No moving violations during that time. And then the payment plan would be spread out over the 6 months. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Is that doable for you?
Yes.
All right, very good. So we will, you can either go by the court by next Friday, sometime between now and then, to make that payment, or mail it in, or email the court at the Gmail address for further instructions on making that payment, okay?
Yeah.
All right, any questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
All right, very good. So just make sure you make that initial payment by the 19th, and then they'll get you started with some additional paperwork that details when your payments will be due, okay?
Yes. What am I able to pay the $40 payment before Friday?
Sure, anytime between now and Friday. Okay,
Thank
sure. Have a great day.
you
All right.
too.
You're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I have Dennis Hernandez. Mr. Hernandez, you are on mute. If you could press *6 on your phone. And I still don't think we have audio for Galaxy.
Hello? Hello?
Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, great. How are you today?
I'm good. Sorry about that.
That's okay. So you have a charge here for failure to signal turn. How do you plead?
Yes, ma'am. No contact, ma'am.
Okay. And how did you want to take care of that?
The best way and the easiest way.
Okay, there's a couple of options that you have available to you. The first is the driving safety course. If you'd like
Yes,
to
ma'am.
take the class, it's $144 for court fees, and then you pay for the cost of the class separately, okay? And you are able to take that class online if you choose that option. The other
Okay,
option
ma'am.
would be the deferral, which would be $255. It would be 60 days, no moving violations, and then we would close out the case.
And that was how much was that one?
$255?
And did that go on my record?
No, it would be $255. We would need an initial payment of at least $40, and then you could break up the remaining balance into 2 equal payments.
And it don't go on my record.
And it will not go on your record as long as you do not pick up any additional convictions for moving violations within the next 60 days.
Oh, okay, now, and what was the, I'll probably have to go with the first one. What was the first one again?
The driving safety
Just-
course.
Yeah.
You have
And
insurance.
I have to,
You have insurance in your name and a Texas driver's license as well?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that would, and you haven't taken the class in the last 12 months?
I ain't took it in 10 years.
Okay, and are you a commercial driver's license holder?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you are eligible. It would be $144. That's court fees that you have to pay, okay?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
then you take the class online or in person, depending on where you choose to take it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You would have 90 days to complete the course, and then once you've completed it, you submit your certificate to the court and we close it out, the case,
Okay.
okay?
Yes, ma'am. But when do I have to pay that 140 though?
Can you pay by next Friday, or do you need more time than that?
Honestly, probably more time because I'm actually getting separated and I'm moving back to San Antonio. I live in Bernie right now, ma'am.
All right, so I'm gonna reset you 30 days to pay that, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, you're welcome. If you have the money before, you can always pay before. Otherwise, we'll see you back in 30 days, okay?
And I would call the same number and all this stuff.
You'll get a different number to call in,
Okay,
okay?
ma'am.
But we'll send that
Yes,
to
ma'am.
you like we sent this one, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, any other questions, sir?
No, ma'am. Am I good to go or to hang up?
Like I said, if you have the money before the court date, you can always contact the court to make that payment, okay?
I will do that, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You're free to go. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good day, ma'am.
Do the same. Take care.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Dixon?
Judge, on Mr. Perez, I do have an agreement.
Okay.
However, just to tell you in advance, he's requesting community service and I'm okay with that. And I also didn't come up with a specific length of the deferred disposition because it may depend on either a payment plan or community service that would suit him. So I was going to leave that part up to the court. But it's a no contest plea, deferred disposition, $155 fine. But I'm recommending to the court that he be allowed to do community service, which he is requesting, but understanding that it's up to the court.
Requesting community service hours in lieu of the 155, is that?
Yes,
And
Judge.
still the deferral?
Right. And the
Okay.
only reason I didn't pick a length of probation is because I didn't know if the court would do a fine or community service or how much time he might need to complete those things.
Right, okay. All right. All right, let's see here. All right, Mr. Perez, so you'd like to enter a plea of no contest, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I typically do not do the community service for the deferral. I usually leave that as in lieu of the fine, and that would be a conviction. Can you give me or explain the situation why you're seeking the community service hours in lieu of the payment of 155?
Well, I have a newborn son and it's expensive and I'm only a teacher. I work at Judson ISD and I'm trying to do DoorDash to make extra money to provide for him.
Okay.
So a lot of things have been real expensive lately and I just hope that I can just do community service or probation and not have to pay anything so I can just give that to my son. And whatever you come up with, I mean, I agree to what you come up with.
Okay. And do you have an organization where you think you could do the community service hours?
Anytime after 4:30 when I get out of work, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I can. And if I have to do it on Saturdays, I can do it on Saturdays, whatever day you decide.
All right. Do you have a nonprofit organization in mind? Somewhere that you could go? The only reason I'm asking is that some nonprofits are limiting the volunteers they're accepting at the moment. That's the only reason I'm asking if you had somewhere in mind.
I really don't, but my church, John Hagee's church, they got community service all the time. People are always volunteering there. I mean, if you want me to do it there or
fine, wherever
you want me to do it
can't
at.
tell you where to go as long as it's a nonprofit, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna assign 12 hours of community service, okay? Can you do that in the next 60 days?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
All right, so it's gonna be a 60-day deferral. So no moving violations during that 60-day period. You'll also have to complete the 12 hours of community service during those 60 days. If you get it done sooner, that's great. Just make sure you submit that paperwork to the court. I will need some documentation from them, signed by them, a timesheet signed by them, or some sort of letter documenting on their letterhead the hours that you worked, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
No,
and
thanks,
again,
sir.
it has to be at any nonprofit in Bexar County, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I will allow it to be a deferred disposition, okay? Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, just make sure, let's see, we have your email address, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe they
All
do.
right. We will send you some paperwork documenting what we talked about and give you the due date for the community service hours, okay?
Thank you.
All right, any questions?
No, ma'am. No, Your
All
Honor.
right, you're free to go. Good luck to you and congratulations on your son.
Thank you so much. I
All
appreciate
right,
it.
take care.
You guys have a great
Bye-bye
week.
now. Right. Analia Chavez.
Sí. Buenas tardes. Oh,
Casi no le puedo oír muy bien.
¿aló?
Apenas la puedo oír. ¿Se puede la bocina?
Sí, ¿me escucha ahorita?
Está
Ok.
mejor, mejor. Ujú.
Sí, buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes, ¿cómo está?
Bien, gracias.
Ok, muy bien. Tiene un ticket aquí por alta velocidad, 45 en un 30. ¿Eres
Sí,
culpable o no culpable?
sí,
¿Sí, culpable?
sí, culpable.
Ok. Otro por no tener licencia de manejar. ¿Eres culpable o no culpable?
Culpable.
Ok. ¿Y qué quería hacer con estos tickets?
No sé si tiene alguna opción para pagarlo.
Sí. Quería pagar la multa.
Sí.
Ok. Bueno, bueno, no tiene record, ¿verdad? No tiene licencia aquí en el estado de Texas, ¿verdad?
No, no tengo.
¿Puede sacar licencia o no?
No, no puedo.
Ok. Ok. La multa por no tener la licencia va a ser 150
Ajá.
y luego por alta velocidad 230.
Ok.
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 Son 380 total. Ok.
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 Ah,
¿Cuándo puede pagar la multa? ¿O necesita
eh,
plan de pago?
si hago en plan de pagos, ¿cuánto pago ahorita?
¿Puede pagar algo ahorita?
Sí.
Bueno,
Bueno,
¿puede pagar 100 hoy?
¿lo puedo pagar con tarjeta de crédito?
Sí.
Sí. Yo
¿Puede
creo
pagar
que
100?
lo voy a pagar todo.
Ok. Le voy a rebajar la multa de la licencia a 100, ¿ok?
Ok, muchas
Y los
gracias.
130 va a ser 330 total, ¿ok?
Ok, muchas gracias.
Ok, de nada. Así que sí lo puede pagar
Lo
en
puedo
total.
pagar ahorita.
Ok.
Sí.
Myra, is that something she needs to call you on? Or,
Yes, ma'am. And I could have her do it over the phone.
okay. Si puede, can you give her the phone number, Myra?
Señora, ¿me puede hablar a la oficina? ¿Tiene la carta que le mandamos?
¿En qué número puedo llamar? ¿En el 210-824-3281?
Sí, a ese número.
Ok.
¿Ok?
¿Ya me
Le
puedo
van a,
retirar del Zoom?
sí, del Zoom sí, y luego llama a ese número de teléfono y le van a asistir a hacer el pago por teléfono, ¿ok? En la tarjeta de crédito.
Ok.
Le-
Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Porque eso no puede, como no tengo licencia, no puede ir a mi récord, ¿cierto?
Pues no tiene licencia, no tiene record.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Leslie,
Muchas
so what's the total
gracias.
on her?
Sorry, 330 total.
330. Okay.
So 100 on the driver's license and 230 on the speeding.
Okay.
Okay.
Bueno, espero su llamada, señora.
Ok, muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Ujú.
Buen día.
Gracias.
Adiós.
Ajá.
Okay. Do we have anybody else in the waiting room, Melanie?
No, ma'am.
Oh, sorry. All right. All right, I'm gonna call the docket again. Can y'all hear me? Okay. All right, Elijah Aleman. Tamika Allen. Sarah Alonso. Trey Bush. Chloe Cannell. Siobhan Cervantes. Flor Gocio. Lee Crawford. Marquita Davis. Brittany Drum. Penelosa Ibrahim. Kyle Ernst. Daniel Escalera. Ginger Ferguson. Mary Fisk. Mary Fisk. John B. Flanagan. John B. Flanagan. Patrick Flores. Patrick Flores. Daniel Galarza. Daniel Galarza. Kevin Grady Benavides. Kevin Grady Benavides. Nathan Hartman. Nathan Hartman. Jose Huitron. Jose Huitron. Mary Ann Jones. Mary Ann Jones. Carl Kleeman. Carl Kleeman. Christian Lopez. Christian Lopez. Daniel Marin. Daniel Marin. Joshua Martinez. Joshua Martinez. Patsy Palomares. Patsy Palomares. Maria Quintanilla Arriaga. Maria Quintanilla Arriaga. Didier Rodriguez. Didier Rodriguez. Edna Solis. Edna Solis. And Abel Zuniga. Abel Zuniga. That concludes the 1:45 docket. We are in recess until 3
Judge,
p.m.
I just had one person walk in,
Okay.
but he was from the 8:45 docket. He's here at the window.
And what is his name?
Morales, Robert.
Okay, can he dial in?
Okay, let me give him the number.
Thank you. Frank, if you'll hold on a minute, please.
Okay, we're online right now, so if you want to call in this number here and enter this meeting ID.
No motorcycle.
Okay, so if you want to wait outside, we can go back to reception on the phone. If you want to go out there, but call in right now. She'll be waiting for about 5 minutes. No, just the number, the 1 and then the number. And as soon as they answer, that you enter your meeting ID number. Right, right. And then as soon as they enter, you enter that meeting ID number and hit pound. And then hit the pound again and you'll be able to come in. Go up. He's signing in right now.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Morales, if you could press *6 on your phone, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Robert Morales III,
Yes, ma'am.
how are you today?
I'm doing good. Could be better, but doing good.
All right, so you have a charge here for driving while license suspended. How do you plead?
I actually have my license with me. It was never suspended. I asked one of my friendly lawyers, and he looked it up and said it was never suspended.
Okay. What about the charge for no motorcycle endorsement? How do you plead on that one?
I believe no contest.
Okay. So are you pleading not guilty on the driving while license suspended then?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like a trial by judge or a trial by jury?
Judge?
Okay. Is there a way to get that driver's license checked, Valerie or Myra? Can that be run right now, or do we?
I'm not sure we'll get a return that fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Valerie, is there anything in the file? Normally we'll,
In the file,
yeah.
nope.
No? Okay. You want me to try and see if they'll run it?
I
Frank, could go back.
Thoughts on this one? You want me to
I could make an agreement where he pays on the motorcycle and dismiss the other one, and then we don't have to worry about it.
All right, Mr. Morales, I'm going to let you speak with the prosecutor and see if you can work something out on these two, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, hang on. You're going to go into a breakout room with him, talk about your cases, okay?
Okay.
Great, thank you. Yeah, you're right.